Hi everybody, it's Elizabeth Morosco. I hope you're having an awesome day today. It is so good to be here. It's sunny and beautiful in Michigan. We'll take all the sunshine we can get, right? So if you tune in, I'd love to know what state you're watching from, and tell me how's the weather where you are. Hopefully beautiful. So anyhow, today we get to dig into something that I really love to do and to learn about, which is launching your online event. And if you have some of the right knowledge and tools, you can gain incredible momentum from online events in so many different capacities, whether promoting your business or cultivating even closer relationships. I think that's one of the great things, if anything, that came out of all of us going through that pandemic was being able to expand into more of this virtual world. And I don't think it's going to be going away. In fact, I think it's going to continue to grow. We went through like an emergency exit to virtual events, and now so many people are using them and thriving. And I thought today we could talk a little bit about that, including some things that can help you understand some of the limitations on different ways of hosting some different events. And specifically, we're going to talk just briefly on video, whether that's video through live, like I'm doing right now, and I'm streaming. Right now, I'm streaming to 4 different locations. So it could be that, or it could even be a video that is uploaded into an online virtual space so people can connect with you. So for those of you that don't know me, my name is Elizabeth Morosco. I own a marketing agency in mid-Michigan, and I specialize in event and marketing services to help businesses and nonprofits that are service-based extend their reach in the market, offline and online. So if you happen to come on today, make sure that you say hello, and please feel free to drop a link to, highlight your business. Tell us a little bit about you. If you have a Facebook page or something like that, we would love to hear from you. So just as a little reminder, housekeeping reminder, the videos that we're creating for this workshop are going to be available up through next week. And then after that, we'll be deleting the videos and putting them into our members' library archive. So make sure that you take the time to watch this, because if it's in the members area, it's a paid place, and here you get to watch it for free for the next week. And also want to give you the opportunity, if you're ready to propel your online events to the next level, we are getting ready to host our upcoming group workshop, which will run from April 2nd. It's going to be the kickoff date. But if you sign up right now, you're going to qualify for some early bird special pricings with some incredible bonuses that I'm not going to be offering later on. And this package will be available till March 17th. So you got a little bit of time. You got 5 days to figure out if this is a good fit for you. And if you're really serious about growing your company and you don't want to keep beating around the bush, this is a great option. To give you a little bit of an idea, some of the trainings that and I'll continue to learn online, we all do, but some of the trainings that I've gone through have been either pre-recorded, where I felt like I didn't have access to ask questions that were specific to me and my issues and struggles or vision. And even like sometimes one-on-one coaching can become incredibly expensive. So this package that I've put together, it's a hybrid of group coaching, like small group coaching, along with an opportunity for you and I to connect once a month and to be able to work specifically on your business and your strategy so you can customize it to really work for you. The whole bottom line is if you have a bunch of activities going on and none of them are going to be beneficial to your goal, you need to make some changes. So sometimes an online event in person may be the perfect fit for you, but there may be other things that could work more to your advantage. And we discussed that in our one-on-ones and all that. So if you're interested, go head out to elizabethmorosco.com/beam now. And one of the things that I'm going to be throwing in for a bonus for the people that sign up by March 17th, you're going to have an option to work with me to create your customized blueprint for your marketing strategy. And number one, it gives a closer idea of things tied to your goal and your vision. And then along the way, I'll share my expertise on things that have worked for my agency and my clients too. So, but you know, the whole bottom line for doing things like this is when you're really ready to increase your sales, that you're willing to jump in and discover new ways to make money and to save time so that you can spend time with your family, so that you can achieve some of these goals. And, you know, with our business, there's so many different things that motivate us to get going, right? Sometimes for some people, it is money. Sometimes it's not even money for yourself. It may be you want to help a nonprofit, or you want to be able to help your child do different things, you know, pay for ballerina classes or take that family vacation. So with this specific program, if you're just still playing, this wouldn't be for you, because we're going to dig in to create some actual results, and it's going to require you being dedicated throughout the whole process. It's a 12-week program and at a phenomenal price, $297. And if you're finding money's a little bit tight, we do have a two-way pay that, you know, it's $200 per payment. So you don't get the full discount, but if you do full pay, $297, you're going to get an incredible value. So I'd love to see you get in there and get to the point that you're ready to create content that converts, and to finally walk away from endless hours of social media with no results or feeling overwhelmed. So come on down. Let's talk a little bit more about that later. But for now, I want to talk to you about launching your online event. If you're there, yay! Great big applause to you. Yay! It's exciting. It is exciting when you finally get to that point that you're ready to launch. What I want to remind you is, when you're launching an online event, there's so many different ways that you can do it, whether it's a recorded video that you upload and people watch at their leisure, or doing live, you know, coming onto Facebook Live or YouTube or onto your website or whatever works for you, and having an option to interact with people. Right now, it's actually really cool. I see a couple of you are on, and if you say hello, I see one user said hello really quick. It's so nice to see you. But we've got to figure out on my end why I'm still not getting the usernames over there. I think I've got a little link that we might be missing, so I'll work on that. And that's the thing I want to remind you. You guys, you're always going to be learning, so go with it as you go into this new endeavor of going live with your events. Be willing to learn and to grow. So as you start doing an event over and over, you're going to find things that work for you and that work for your client. But I want to encourage you to find out what you are comfortable with. And part of that is starting to reflect on, you know, what are the results that you're getting, and is the process working with your end goal? And if not, you need to make some adjustments. But going live can be terrifying for some people. So I would love to know from you. Tell me in the comments, have you gone live before? Are you comfortable with it? So if you are, give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up. I know that I've taken some time getting used to going live through social media. And I think the more you do it, if you have consistency and you continue going through it with a willingness to maybe have a couple of flops, you know, you get better and you start building more confidence. But for some, camera confidence may require a little bit more than just one time. You've got to practice, practice, practice. And that may include even practicing offline before you come and do your online speech. And this is nothing new. This is something that motivational speakers and presenters have been taught from the very start. You've got to be willing to try different things. And even when you go through like the Dale Carnegie trainings, they'll tell you practice in front of the mirror. So for yourself, maybe you practice in front of the mirror before you actually go live, do a dry run of it. Or even if you want to not go in front of the mirror, grab your camera and do a little mock-up, a little run-through right on your cell phone where you've just recorded it. You don't have to upload it till you get comfortable with where you're at. And the more you do it, the more comfortable you're going to start to be. You're going to start to become. Excuse me. But some people, even with that, may not feel comfortable. They just might hate the camera. And that's okay. But I want you to know there's still ways for you to do live or to restream or create your video. And it could be as something as simple as doing a screen of a video or a static photo or an image of yourself with yourself talking in the background. Like here, I could just remove my image here and just go through the slideshow. So sometimes if you start just with presenting your voice and then adding video, that can help you break through some of these barriers. But the big thing that I want to remind you is fear is false evidence appearing real. So if you're feeling overwhelmed and fearful about this, break it into baby steps and be willing to focus on perfecting and then getting to the next step. And then perfecting it and then getting to the next step. And the more you do it, the more comfortable you will be. There's always going to be trolls, but the majority of people are generally kind. So the ones that are trolls, you block them. You get them out of there. But don't let that be an excuse for not allowing your business to shine. Because you have it within you. You just got to be willing to practice, try a couple of new techniques, and then dig in. And these are some of the things that we're going to be covering in that 12-week workshop, is to help you overcome some of these fears so that you can get where you want to go. And, sometimes we just need a little bit of nudge or reassurance or, a little bit of TLC to get through it. But make sure that you're pacing yourself and realizing it is an investment, both with your time and with the money that you can put out there for producing your online event. Your online event, you could host it in a lot of ways where it's free, using free software to start. But as you start going through more of these motions of, hey, I'm ready to take it to that next level, just keep building up on it, because the thing is it can become very costly and expensive when you get into live and streaming, including software and hardware expenses. But you can absolutely start off for free, and we'll talk about that in just a minute. But what the heck would be the whole point of just doing one live and being done with it? It could be beneficial, but I want to let you know, with doing video online, there's so many things you can do with that one piece of content. One piece of content from a video can turn into multiple pieces of content so that you can repurpose it and get the most out of your investment of time and money. So number one, taking your video and transcribing it, so all of a sudden you have this beautiful blog post. I remember years ago I was in a workshop, and one of the ladies that was in there, her learning method was reading. So she was very frustrated when most of the content was presented through video, and it was an in-person event as well. But she didn't like it, and it didn't resonate with her learning set. So depending on who your clients are, they may want something different than video, and that's okay. After you start and like I'm saying, don't jump in and you don't have to do all of this unless you have a killer team working with you. But build up to doing things like transcribing your video and putting it in a blog post. You could even upload it into your blog. But let's say that you had a workshop going and you had that video, and then alongside it says download highlight notes from this training session. People would love that. They like to reference it later. The other thing is being able to go into your existing video and then just extract a little highlight reel, a little 1 minute or 3 minute blurb that was a aha moment in your video. You can easily go back, pull that out, and then throw that over to Instagram or to another place to help drive traffic in the future. Another one that's really fun that people just don't think about are gifs. And if you have some of the right tools, and it doesn't take much, just connecting with one website, so you can extract a 6-minute clip of a gif. It could be some sort of catchy phrase or cliche that's tied to your business or industry. Like I could do sign up now, and I could later on add words, sign up now, upload that as a GIF, and then guess what? When you upload those GIFs to this one website, it allows it to auto-populate into Facebook. And you know how you go to make a post in Facebook and you have the option to do a GIF image, one of those little 6-second clips that they have? Well, voila, all of a sudden now that GIF that you created that said sign up now is on there. So it starts becoming this brand familiarity, and especially if you can come up with a tagline for your business and then bring it back full force into this GIF, it's fun. You got to remember, social media is fun. They don't call it dud media. It's socializing. So learn different ways to have fun with the content that you are creating and repurpose what you already have. The other thing that is one of my favorites, I love it, I love it, I love it. It's like magic. It's my magic wand, is podcast. So with this specific video that I'm putting out right now, video is an MP4 format. It's just the name of the extension of your file. If you do strictly an audio file, it's called an MP3 file. Well, with some really funky, simple clicks of a mouse and some fancy stuff, you can literally take your video after it's done, download it into your computer, and then extract out just an MP3 file from that video. And then voila, upload it right into your podcast, and now you've got another segment for your podcast. It's magic. Yay! So, hey, you guys, do you have a podcast? Tell me in the comments below if you have a podcast. I do enjoy podcasting. You don't have to worry about necessarily the makeup or the whatever. It's fun, and I think that it's a unique experience for listeners. I believe that podcast is going to continue to grow. I don't think it's going away anytime soon. With social media, there's a lot of changes. Some people do not want to be on social media anymore, but they are connecting on podcasts and some other things. So that may be the perfect solution for you to stay connected, is make sure that you start your own little podcast. And have a little bit of fun with it. So there's so many options for streaming. And in case you don't know what streaming is, let me step back a half a minute. Streaming is like having a giant megaphone and you're sending a signal out to multiple places at the same time. So right now I'm live, but I'm taking this video that you're watching and I'm streaming it to a Facebook group, a page, a profile. I'm streaming it on YouTube. Oops. You could even stream over into, if you get it authorized and set up right, over into LinkedIn and Periscope. You could stream to your own website. So it's just, I don't have 3 cameras set up streaming to 3 different places. I have one source that I'm sending my signal to, and then it's dispersing it. It's just sending it out. So some of the options that you can use for the software to do that, where you would sort of consider it like web-based software, meaning all of that heavy lifting is not coming off of your computer. It's being provided from a web-based application. Two really awesome ones that are going on right now are StreamYard. Absolutely love it. It's great for PC and Mac users. And another one is Be Live. They're both fantastic. I think StreamYard's had maybe more push up front, and Be Live is an equal competitor, but they've even come so far in the past year of some of the capabilities that they're offering, including now where you can take a like, let me see if I can do it right here, on StreamYard, where you can take, your comment that somebody pops up and then drag it to the screen so everybody else can see. Like, I have my comment right here for you guys. So they didn't have that when they were first starting. You also have the option to do like an intro video, some beautiful design graphics and borders and stuff like that. So it makes it almost like a broadcast production. A software application that's called Ecamm, which is perfect for Mac users. It does take a little bit more training and fine tuning, but the option to be able to customize it and then create seamless interaction between my hardware and my software does reduce some of the stress of the things that I'm doing to like multitask. Even being able to, like, with the click of a button, go into, like, here's the countdown timer, and then like being able to come front and center again. So I'm using Ecamm. I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving it. And this goes back to what I was saying to you guys at the very beginning. With these sort of applications, go back and pace yourself and add on and learn and grow. And as you do that, you'll find new tools, new ways to tweak. But you can't eat the apple in one bite. You build up and you create different things. Like, this was a let me show you this. This is my StreamYard deck, which I love, and it has customized buttons, so it's very tactile, where I can touch it and feel and know exactly what's going to happen. Like, when I push this button, the presentation is going to go forward, or music is going to get cued, or a laugh, or an applaud. There's so many different things that you can do with this to help with your presentation. And one of the first things that I did buy, besides, like, number one, having a computer, but one of the first things that I did buy, and this was specifically for my podcasting, is I'm going to see if I can get it up here. I bought a microphone. Let me move my window down because I can't see it. Oops. I just did something. But I bought myself a microphone and a, let's see if I can get this up here. Can we get it up here? Oops, here we go. This is my Zoom audio adapter. So I have my audio piping through into the Zoom device and then feeding into my desktop. But I purchase these things over time and then keep building and growing and learning and then stepping up your game. In fact, hey, let me show you what I just got. I haven't installed it yet, but I'm so excited. I am. As you get to know me, you're going to find out, you guys, I'm a dork. I am, I minimize the tech that I need, but I do love technology and I do love learning and growing. Now, for this, oh, I'm just so excited and stupid. I purchased, I get my capture card. So for those of you that don't know, what the heck is a capture card? Like right now, you are looking at me through my computer camera. It was just boom, plug and go. But later on, I might want to switch this feed to be able to take the video from my camera, my cell phone, or even I have a couple of old video Canon cameras from when we were doing major events. I could plug this capture card into to connect with my cell phone, or and then to feed into the stream. So I could have the option now of switching to like 2 different cameras. It could become unlimited, and that's the fun of it, is learning and growing. But the odd part is, you guys, my cell phone has a better picture than my video recorder, and it definitely has a better picture than the image that we're seeing through my computer right now. And so I'm going to be geeking out this week and playing with my cell phone in this. So I can't wait. I'll let you know how it goes. But this is the thing. You don't have to buy any of that right now. If you're just starting into streaming and going live, don't go buy all of this crazy stuff. And I will tell you, over time, this equipment turns into thousands of dollars in equipment when you get into mixers and lights, and like I didn't even show you my lighting rigs and rings and stuff like that. So limit it, slow down. Get better and then reward yourself and keep adding on to your system. And it takes time. It takes time. But you have the ability to do it. If you pace yourself, you won't freak out or burn out with, I spent too much money. So the cool thing too about getting into like a broadcast production, and those softwares that I mentioned are just a few that are out there. You can even use OBS, which is a free software on your Mac. I think it's PC compatible too, but I'm not positive. But the thing is, when you get into the broadcast, you're able, like a broadcast production, you're able to step up your game to that next level of being able to do things like maybe a video introduction with music, or even text and presentations that are integrated and seamless. So, keep that in mind as you're moving through, and look at your production like a storyline. Create a storyboard to break out, like, what are all the main points that you want to make in your presentation. Have a little bit of fun with it, you guys. And this is like a quick FYI. Do not rely on social media to be your library for your videos and stuff. It's not reliable. What if your account gets hacked? What if it gets shut down? What if all the videos get deleted? That would be a bummer. So a couple of things that you can look at is, number one, either investing in a backup drive, where an external backup drive where you back up all these videos. Videos take an incredible amount of memory, so keep that in mind. You could even utilize like a Dropbox account so you can save those videos there. One of the things that I use, that I just started using in this past year, is Vimeo. which is a private paid for service that will host all of your videos. And why is that important? Well, a lot of reasons. Number one, you know that it's being put into that library. They're not arbitrarily just going to shut your account down and all your videos are deleted. But check this out. From a training and sales standpoint, either one of those, when you use Vimeo, you have more control over what happens with the viewer experience, meaning when they're done watching your video, what pops up next? Is it, hey, here's my playlist that's tied to this training or to the sales piece that we just went through. So check that out, to better manage it. When you watch YouTube, you know how at the end of the YouTube video, it'll have like 4 different, options of other videos that you can pick from. You can eliminate that and it strictly becomes the videos that you choose. Or even if you're on YouTube, and you'll see like these pop-up ads that happen, whether it's the text or video ad that's playing. When you use Vimeo, V-I-M-E-O, that's the name of the application. When you use Vimeo, you eliminate all of those ads and distractions from, you've got your client present. You don't want them to get sidetracked into somebody else's world. You want to keep them involved in what you're saying. So that would be something that is important, especially for long term. If you're a small business owner struggling, maybe at first you start with just doing an external drive. But if you're really serious about growing your business, or you're a medium-sized company, you better have a library. It's irresponsible if you don't. So start looking at all of the assets that you're creating as an investment, because it's costing you time and money to create these pieces. Protect it. Just be safe with it. And why would you do all of this? Why the heck would you go through learning all this new stuff and buying software and going through the motions and the investment? And a lot of reasons. Video resonates with people. They get a chance to kind of feel like they're getting to know you virtually. They hear you, they see you, they're understanding your language through body and words. So videos, they rank higher, but not just with people, also Facebook and YouTube. Well, YouTube's all video based, but Facebook loves video, so they push it out further in the algorithm. And it's important for you to look at. The other thing is, this is something that gets overlooked often, and one of the reasons why it is absolutely detrimental for you to have a business page. Number one, when you're done with the video, whether you uploaded it or you broadcast it live, you need to go back and make sure that you're optimizing those videos. And the reason why is because those little Google spider crawlers, they are able to pick out keywords and help you become detected in the Google searching. So when you have your video, if you go into the edit settings, you're able to include tags, keywords, some different inputs that can help direct people to the video that you're publishing. Take the time and do that. Like immediately when you're done uploading or recording your video, go into your settings and get that straightened out. Do you have a title? Do you have a description? Did you tag everything? Did you go into the distribution of your video and set up different distribution folders? All of those words are key in helping people find you. So take the time and do it. It's absolutely worth it. And something that I want to share with you guys is, just know you get more views on your replay video, because a limited number of people will be able to come in at that exact time, unless you're like a bigger player name that's able to draw in some of these people. When you're going off of your Facebook business page, people might not be able to be there at the time that you're hosting, but they will come back later and watch live. One of the things that I did as a courtesy to 2 of my clients that both said that they couldn't be here during the day. I understand that. You're working and you're grinding it, but what I'm doing is I'm taking this video later, I'm uploading it to Vimeo, and then I'm sending a link to both of those people, because they asked me, hey, Elizabeth, we want to see what is this all about? So I'm going to take this video, give them a link, and they can watch it when they want. And that becomes like that VIP, you know, little extra touch to make people feel very important and special. But remember that you're going to get more views on your replay. And this little slide right here, we could go into a win world on different strategies to help you get more views in favor of Facebook's algorithm and being able to connect with people. But I can only fit so much in a little mini workshop session. But these are the things that we're going to be talking about in that 12-week Beam Mastermind class. And if you haven't checked that out, I hope that you go to elizabethmorosco.com/beam now so that you can become a part of this upcoming workshop. It's going to start April 2nd, and then we're going to run it for 12 weeks. It's going to help you if you're tired of working endless hours, or you're not getting results, or you're continually feeling like you're stuck by fear and you don't know what your next step is. In this workshop, we're going to share some key tips to help you get on track so you can connect with your market and quit spinning your wheels and be able to focus on the things that you love. You don't necessarily have to learn all the tech behind it. But if you have a team that's showing you ways to get things set up so that you can focus on what you do best so that you can propel, that's when things become super cool. So we're running a promo right now until March 17th, where you can get in for just $297 for 3 months of training, plus monthly one-on-one coaching, along with access to the Beam library that's filled with some great training templates and things that can help you save time and save money. Normally, when we do a strategy, there's a whole consulting fee. We're waiving that entirely for the people that sign up by March 17th. We're also going to do some fun little bonuses for those of you that do sign up by the 17th. And one of them includes doing a custom, don't tell anybody yet, but this is like one of the fun things. You're going to get a custom video logo with animation and music intro. So it's something that you can instantly have in your side pocket. So when you're ready to watch out, go live and stream, and you want one of those fun assets, we're going to hook you up with it. So take the time to go check out elizabethmorosco.com/beam now. It's BEAM now. And we're going to hook you up with some ways to save time and to have fun and create pieces of content that actually resonates and connects with qualified sales leads. And the whole point of doing this is to help you grow your business so that you can have free time and focus on the things that you love. You know, social media marketing, that may be your thing that you love, but you also might not like it. You just might need, what are the tips that I need to get through what I need to do so I can focus on what I do best? We're going to hook you up with that. So if it's something that you're interested in, make sure that you can even drop a comment. I'll send you a link in a minute. Excuse me 1 second. I've been talking a lot today, so my mouth is a little bit dry. So the big thing is, let's get you hooked up so that you can finally create a library of your online events, and later on you can use that for training or sales purposes and archive it in a way that is working for you, so all of this effort doesn't just go into vain. You have a message to share. I want to help you share it. And I think that video is an incredible format to make it happen. And there's so many options. Something I want to give you is a little insight. a little bit of thick skin, and a little bit of fun. Oh, hi, Terry. Terry said that wait, what does it say? You couldn't